I did damage with the Blue Talk, and today our podcast episode 2. So today we gonna focus about men and women like putting each other down and shit. Like no filter. But like in today's society, we got the music, we got feminism, shit. We got the internet. We got a lot of groups. We got a lot of shit. But for real, like we gotta like like we supposed to be together. Like I'm a part of the problem too. I can't lie. Like but I ain't gonna never put no woman down though. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. Like I want her to be for me. Like we all we do is sit up, talk bad about it. Like women talk bad about men on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all social media platforms. Men do the same thing, and then in music as well. Like we need to spread some light on our positivity. Like we, like more, like everybody sharing the same people. Like everybody got the same baby daddy. Everybody got the same baby mama. Dudes be bragging about shit for fucking other dudes' baby mamas. I was a part of that problem. I ain't got no baby mama though. But on the other end of the stick, like we gotta change that. Like it's somebody out here for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, women kind of outweigh men in population, but on the 8 billion people on this earth or this realm, we like it's somebody for everybody most likely. And if not, sometimes people don't need to be with somebody else. Some people just out here to freelance. Like we need togetherness. Like shine some light on that instead of us being negative about each other every single day. Like if I'm talking about any woman, it's not to like bring her down, and it's just to be brutally honest about the other side. Like society is literally taking the man out the homes. They got stuff called welfare. They got stuff food stamps. Shoot, Section 8. Everything is literally TV. Everything is literally there to like take the man out the home, especially the black man's home. Like it's literally to kill us off. My bad, I'm breathing hard. Just kind of did my home workout. But for real though, y'all, we gotta break apart from this stuff. Like the strongest people in the world is a black female and a black male. Like to me, I really don't care who anybody else date, but a relationship, a man won't reach his peak without a strong woman. Like a woman, society helps guide her. Like no offense, but like they probably take away like small things that a woman can't do. Like they probably take some few things, but really society is on the woman's side. It's it's on the man's side, but it's not on the black man's side. It's really on the side of a white man. And like neither side can do without the other. That's we are made to do what each other can't do. And that's the way society should be going right now. But now it's like it's just a war against women and men that we really don't need. It's hella unnecessary. Like we supposed to be together, working together, like something like in a child's life. There's some things a mother can do. There's some things a father can do. There's some things a father can do. There's some things mother can do. Like we are like polar opposites. And what we bring from each other is what we bring should be bringing together to bring unity. Unity is what we need. Every other minority, majority, or whatever they like to categorize it as, every other whatever. I don't believe in all that race stuff. To me, I feel like we all are one, or the ones that are what we are, we all are one. Like, we really don't need to categorizing the people. Like, unity is really a lost art in society. Like, most, like, you see, like, in the brick stuff, like the people who live in the U.S. dollar, they coming together, and what we call that is unity. Like, both women and men need each other gradually, and we all should work. Like, we should stop putting each other down. Like, bring some positivity to the light. We all do something individually that the other person can't do. Like, we all should be helping each other, guiding each other. We don't have to be crabs in a barrel all the time. All the time. We can be in society as one, working together to build it to be the way God made it so it should be. Like, he made us from clay. He crafted us in our own ways. He molded our minds not to be destructive, to be creative, to be strong, to be smart, to be spiritually guided, to understand what most don't understand, and to share that knowledge between each other and be a great society, not to destruct it. Like, for me, I just, like, one day I want my own family, 12 kids, one wife, one big house, like the house made in my own vision, in my mind, not something that somebody else lived in. Like, having like my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies is Cheaper by a Dozen, 1 and 2. Like, how they played in the family, like, games with each other. Even when they were mad at each other, they still showed up for each other. That's something I always wanted. I never had that to me. Like, having that structure, having that bond, just sometimes they didn't acknowledge each other. Sometimes they probably disliked each other. But when somebody went against them, they was always there for each other. That's something I always wanted. I probably never felt it. I probably had glimpses of it, but I never had it, like, my whole life. And having a family is like real structure. It's like, it's just that thing you just naturally supposed to have. Like, men and women just loving each other in society is just one of the most powerful things in the world. And they really try to break that apart. They do so much to break the black man out the family, break him down, break him bit by bit, piece by piece, just so he won't last. And we still conquer. Like, they do stuff systematically so we get put in the jails, we get put on the street, we are not being able to do much. We can't provide for our children. They put stuff out here so we can't be in the house, and they created stuff like, what's it called it? They created stuff like like EBT, Section 8, government assistance, what else? Really, like, child support. Like, sometimes like, I get it if that dude not taking care of his children, but the ones who be taking care of their child and then just have somebody, like, bitter in their life just because society made it that way, like, that's just so wrong. Like, even for, like, a man's perspective, you putting a woman on child support, like, and she's still taking care of the children. Like, come on. Like, why? All that stuff unnecessary. I say if you ain't doing your duties, but if you doing your duties, you should not be placed on something that's gonna systematically kill you. And then sometimes when when a man or a woman is trying, like it's always an obstacle that's like knocking you down. Like like for instance, like say if like you wrongfully accused and you get locked up, get sent to prison, and you come home, you trying to take care of your kids. The only thing you got is going back to the streets. Like that's the only thing that provided for you. Like we should be educating each other on how to do stuff more efficient, learning new ways, not being able going back to the man. The man, the man is the person that's like Uncle Sam. The man be keeping us down, keeping us in poverty, keeping us lower. Like they put all this stuff in the system so we wouldn't be able to operate. And we supposed to be bring that love, that energy that we all have inside that should be guided. Like stuff like the shade room. Like no discredit to what they do with their business, but that's like we got people looking up to like people like that. People looking up to them, to celebrities, what's going on in their life, creating all that drama just to bring us and spread us apart. Like we don't need all that unnecessary stuff. Like the internet being built was a gift and a curse. Like it's useful for getting you like paid or anything, like help you create your wealth, changing your life dramatically. Like, but on a broader stance, it's just like a self destruction of society. Like, it got women on her seek. It got our women and men on her seeking validation from people who don't really like them. Like we got niggas, we got brothers fanned out by celebrities who probably wouldn't even like for the most part probably wouldn't even acknowledge them in person. Like, and then we got celebrities who is just regular people just getting harassed by like regular Joes and stuff when they just trying to make a living for their family. Like for real though, like my point is like we should be loving and taking care of one another. It's not about like Steve Harvey, like him, he kind of messed it up for the dudes too. Like that book, like Think Like a Man, I read it from back to front. Like I feel like that was probably one of the worst books written in the standpoints of like how you trying to get women to think like a male when we can't do what a woman do. Like for we can't have children. We not gonna be the cornerstone of the house. We are there to do our role as well. Like we there to be a provider. We there to be there for our women and children. Like he helped aid with it's like a war on gender. And that's just another part of the self-destructing cause. Like he want to be like that stuff being a kiss ass and stuff, like a pick me ass nigga. It just irritates me. Like mine is my cursing. I'm sorry, Spotify, but for real though, like we need to get rid of that stigma that's in this lifetime. Like, like everybody not built for a relationship, and we all know that. But having a respect for one another is gradually what we need. Like I thank God for helping me figure out my truths, helping me understand myself, helping me embrace me. Like another thing, like be yourself. Like it took time for me. I can't just preach that. I can't just preach that for real. Like it took time for me to understand who I was, who I'm not trying to be, and who I am. Like I'm me. Like I'm glad who I am. I'm glad of who I am. I'm glad who God made me to be. I'm glad that I was raised. I wouldn't say nobody's raised incorrectly. I'm glad the way I was raised. People like to blame that on men not respecting women. I feel like the way you respect women, like you need a father to show you how to treat your woman. But I feel like the way the way it's portrayed in like in society and on the internet, it's like we don't respect each other because what we see, like the music, saying the B word. I hate that word. I don't say it. I only like I said like if we like we friends and that's how we talk. But I'm not finna just call you that. That's just weird to me. Like calling you my blank. I'm not calling you that. That's just so weird to me. Like that's just an ignorant stigma that we don't need to. Like it takes time. I know it ain't gonna all happen overnight. That we need to reshape what's going on in our world. But I know it will happen. I know our community will come back together, be stronger as we are. Like, cause we like literally the strongest amount of people in this world. And and if one it's one woman on this earth that can make all children, and there's a black woman. And like people don't get that. But enough of that. Back to what I'm saying. Honestly, I really want my people to be together. Like you see, like it's not being racist, but having racism. Like that's something that's kind of needed. It's not hating nobody. It's not disrespecting nobody. It's behind like what like white people, Asian people, all the groups of people have. Like you have racism, like and not in a bad way, but have racism as togetherness. Like when somebody turns on you, you don't turn on your own people. Like you and your people work together as a unit, not as when that person just throws you a lemon. You just I messed up my phrase, but togetherness is just what is key to a not a perfect society, but a great one. And a great oil machine is what is gonna help society in the ultimate goal. Like I really want our us to be to be together, like as people. Like we all need like everybody doesn't feel love, but it's somebody out there that loves you though. And that's what we are. Sometimes we probably need to hear that, and some people don't get to hear that every day. So, from a broad thinking, they all just against the world, and you just know, like when you against the world, just you, we all need our people. When you have your people on your back, you feel stronger, you feel wiser, you feel like the man, you feel like the woman, you just feel like that person, you feel like the human being, you feel like a superhero. In some senses, you are. Like you are just so amazing out there. And like I just hope that we are able to come together as people, love each other, honor each other, be respectful of each other, not trade on each other, and just be a unity of great people like we are. I just I don't like me. I don't condone any beef or nothing like that. I'm not gonna argue with you about nothing. I'm just gonna I'm gonna say how I feel. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not here to be your enemy. I'm not here to be your friend either. I'm just trying to be the right path of message that God has chosen me to be. Like honestly, I just like I love my people as a unit. Like people don't think I have changed. I feel like I've changed as much as possible. Like I'm not here to be the same person you knew 10 years ago. I'm not to be the same in future tense. I'm not to be the same person you knew 30 years ago. I'm not. I'm looking to evolve and be who I am. And every day I grow and grow. and every day we grow and grow as people. Like we got like I ain't gonna lie, like I share some of the little Justin little boy stuff to be funny, but nah, I gotta stop all that. Like we all gotta stop all that shit. Like we like all these like I ain't hurting. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's pockets or nothing, but like we all gotta get rid of them stigmas in his lifetime. Like those are like some of the like them are the toxic stuff. Like everything is so toxic. The music, the like I barely listen to music. Like if I'm listening to music, it's at the gym. I really don't freaking mess with music. Like it's nothing like it's nothing that I don't know. Music just don't hold a weight in me no more. Like ever since I've been clearing my head, focus on some positive, being positive and focus on positive stuff. Learning, listening to podcasts, like that's what we like being knowledgeable. Like if you feeling like sad or anything, write out your feelings, bro. So it's anything. Like we like if you don't want to talk to nobody, just write it down. Cause what you can do with that pen is so magical too. Like like I said, like in my last episode, like sharing your story, like it's very impactful to the next person. Like people don't understand that. Like I know you probably don't want to tell it right now, but letting other people know what you're going through is probably aiding what they're going through. Like real shit, real stuff. Like I'm trying to hold back from cursing. I ain't really trying to be like bring them horrible words on here. Like I'm really trying to get out of cursing. Period. Like honestly, I really want to throughout every episode. I just want to share a piece of my story. As it's been written right now, I just want to keep sharing as much as I can because whatever can help anyone else is what's positive to me. Like like me, for instance, like speaking about this gender war or whatever we got going on right now. Like I really hope that shit end. I'm sorry I cursed, but I really hope that stuff end. Like me, like I really like my ultimate goal. Like I ain't chasing no women right now. Like I'll probably hit up a few or something, but like my intentions are literally pure. Like I ain't like that's probably why my conversations don't last because I feel like God has like a greater person for me. Like I ain't here for just trying to have sex with you and leave you. I ain't here to just be negative in your life and create a toxic situation that we trolling each other on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that. I don't really want none of that. Like I'm trying to bring my character and have somebody who understands me for me, and I understand them for them. Like I ain't here to be around you every 5 seconds because that's not how life revolves. I'm here to be help build your purpose and help build you and help we rewriting each other as books and we're creating a story that can transcend someone else's life as well. Like I'm trying to need like it's having structure and that with unity and structure is something that's positive. Like honestly, I just want us to be just open our minds to stuff that we really need to and show love to each other, show bonds that we need. It's just end this gender war stuff. Like give women their flowers in this world that they're like what they do in their individual careers, sports, everything is great too. Men, like never stop. We have to like most of us like we gotta grow up too. Like it's gonna take time. We all both sides need to grow, like and be better. Like it's accountability on both sides, and I don't choose sides in none of those situations. I rather state what I have to say. Like I ain't going around and say I like most they saying most men hate women, but no, we just hate like what like what's being portrayed in this world, and what's destructing our women. And women saying they hate men, they don't hate men. It's the same thing for women. They just hate what society is doing to destruct their men. Like we need to just end that shit. Let all that toxic stuff go. Be with the person you're meant to be. And like in some relationships, we all look at one person, like thinking somewhere for us when they're built for somebody else. Like you can't get mad. Like I understand, and it took time to understand that I was probably building somebody else's love interest up for the whole time. Like we like sometimes we probably all never understand that. Like you probably you molded somebody else for a new situation, and hopefully they encounter their blessing. If they don't, that's on them. But to like to be for real, like just just come in with the intentions of being pure with your intentions of with being with somebody. Oh, understand that person. Like if you not gonna be in that person's life forever, just let them know that. Like it took me time to know, like it took me time to be honest. Like I lie sometimes. Like I ain't no pathological liar, but I lie sometimes. But I'm not finna lie to you about nothing big. It's probably a little white lie or something. But because I ain't perfect. Like I seek perfection, but I'm not perfect. Like you hear my voice cracking. I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. I don't look to be that. Like, but I seek it. I see greatness, and I see greatness with our in our people, with our women, our children, the men, all shapes and form of people who God placed on this earth to do great things. And I feel like once we all come together in love and in spirit, we can keep building on that. Like the gender war can really stop. It can like really stop. We gotta come together in spirituality too. Like we're here to love each other in mind, body, and spirit. Like it's so much to it. Like I want to continue this topic, but I want to speak it with other people. Like like and then don't like it's somebody out there that's built for you. Don't let that one person that you feel like ruined your life or place a hold on it or did something to you ruin what you're receiving later on. Like to me, I feel like you got to go through your tragedies to go through your blessings, and that's very important in evolving and becoming better. And just like adversity makes you tougher. It makes you strong-willed. It makes you better. It helps you grow. And I'm just thankful for just to realize that. Like honestly, I just like I can't like I don't know too much about marriage. I never been to a wedding or anything. But one day I hope I get to experience that. Like get to experience the love. Like marriages to me, I feel like you ain't necessarily gotta get married to be together. You can just be together. Like marriage is more of a business thing. But to have just that togetherness like this is truly what it's about. And I just hope I get there one day. And I seek that for everybody. Like what anybody else wants, I can't stop that. I'm not here to be a dream stopper. I'm not to be a motion stopper. I just want everybody to do great in their own vision, their own way, their own thoughts. You know what I mean? Thoughts. Just continue to be better. And if you're not feeling well today, I hope you feel better in the next standpoint. Just keep growing, keep getting better, and keep understanding yourself. Because if nobody love you, God loves you. Like, what's it called? Principal Bland used to say, if nobody tells you we love you, I mean, if nobody tells you they love you, we love you. Like, literally. Thanks, though, today, y'all. This is John AJ with the Blue Talk. More episodes of my podcast coming soon. I'm dropping an episode every week. I'm not here to bash nobody, put nobody down. Just looking to talk about important topics in our society. Spread positivity, spread that love, spread that nature. Just break down situations. It's like I don't want to be all over the place. I want my conversations to evolve, to be greater conversations, more intelligent conversations, to be more spiritual, to be more of an element, to continue to grow, to spread that message for people to understand what's going on in our world, to keep growing as people. One love is all that matters. One love, one A, one B. We're a unit, we're an empire. Understand it. And I'm out, y'all.